Okay, number one, this is really just a refresher, y'all. So biggest thing we need to do is I cannot graph this yet because I have to get y by itself. So we're going to move our x. So minus 4x on both sides. Okay, that cancels out. And I still have that negative 2 next to my y. So I have to divide everything by what's in front of y, which is negative 2. Well, I just divided by a negative, so we have to flip our symbol. So we're going to flip it. Becomes less than instead of greater than. 4 divided by negative 2 is negative 2. Negative 4 divided by negative 2 is positive 2. Don't forget your x. Okay, so here's my equation. I can now decide type of line and shade before I graph. So y is less. Well, if something's less than me, that's below. And there's no equal to, so it's going to be a dashed line. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to type it. So y equals negative 2 plus 2x. And we're going to get our table built. Okay, I'm always going to graph my intercepts first, just if they're whole numbers, and they are. So my y-intercept is negative 2, my x-intercept is 1, and I need one more point. I'm going to go ahead and just use negative 2, negative 6. Now, I want y'all to use your ID badges as a straight edge. I don't have my ID badge on me at home, so we're just going to do a try our best. Okay, and I remember I said below, so we know we're shading this side. Okay, well now I have to figure out what my solutions are, so I'm going to go ahead and plot my points one at a time. Well, 0, 0 is not a solution, it's in the non-shaded area. 2, 0 is in my shaded area, so that is a solution. 0, 3 is here, which is not in the shaded area. 4, 2 is in my shaded area. Negative 4, negative 2 is not my shaded area. 8, 0 is in my shaded area. 0, 4 here is not in my shaded area. And 0, negative 2, well, that's on my dashed line, and dashed lines do not hold solutions. Now, if it was a solid line, that would be a solution. Okay, on this one, we're going to skip it, but we're going to flip to the back. Okay, so it says a local restaurant sells pizza and wings. Each pizza costs $12, and each order of wings costs $10. The restaurant offers free delivery on all orders that cost more than $100. So it says write an inequality that represents all possible combinations of pizza as x. So I know pizza is x and wings are y. So I know $12 per pizza plus $10 per wing basket, and it has to be more than 100. Well, if I want it to be more, that obviously is not less, so it's going to be greater than. And it says more than. It does not say more than or equal to, so it's not equal to. It has to be more than 100, so just greater than. Well, to graph this, I have to solve for y. So I'm going to do minus 12x, and divide everything by 10. And I get y. I did not have to flip my symbol because that was positive. Is greater. 100 divided by 10 is 10. Negative 12 divided by 10 is negative 6 over 5x. Now you could have left it just like that as well. And we're going to type it in. So we have y. Again, I can't type inequality, so I have to type equals 10 minus 6 over 5. And before we keep going, we need to decide a couple things, which I don't have here, but we're going to write it down. So L is the type of line. Well, it's not equal to, so it's going to be a dashed line. And then shading. Well, this is y is greater, so it's going to be above. Okay, well, I'm going to start with my intercept. I have an intercept at 10. Oop, not learning to click. And I have an intercept over here, but it's not a pretty point, so we're going to have to build our table. I don't need negatives because you can't have negative pizza. And I need to keep going to find a pretty point. Well, here's one at 5, 4. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if I keep going, there's no more pretty points. So that's my only two pretty points. And we're going to draw a dashed line. So I'm going to kind of wing it because I don't have my ID badge. Okay. And we're shading above. So my last two questions here, which I don't need the calculator for, says if you order 4 pizzas and 2 wings. Well, X is pizza, so 4 pizzas and 2 wings would be here. Do you get free delivery? So no. Remember, it has to be in the shaded area, not even on the line. Okay, what if we order 6 pizzas and 4 wings? 6 pizzas, 4 wings, that is in the shaded area, so that would be yes. Okay, you have a practice. That is what you're working on. There are clues on the board. You do have to show all your work. Try your best and be nice to the sub. Have a good day.